And here we go, it's round number 6 for the 1988 Formulalympics season, and it is our first of 2 appearances at Lemans, with the second appearance being at the final round of the season. So being Lemans, that means all the F2 drivers and the F1 drivers will be racing together. And without further ado, let's make our way to the F2 division. And here we go, it is the F2 division for qualifying. So, being Lemans, we'll have 50 minutes on the clock instead of the usual 12. Let's see who is going to set the benchmark time, who is going to get pole position in the F2 division. And coming around the final corner, Class Ludwig's time for everyone to beat, it is going to be a 3:29.8. That seems like a really fast time. Santal's a 3:36.6. Al-Un's a 3:30.3. So, one of the championship contenders behind, well, the front runners of the championship so far. Martin Brundle goes into third with a 3:31.2. Next to go through is Joy Dumfries with a 3:31.1. There's Mauricio Sala with a 3:33.8 for Brazil. And so we've got some other drivers, someone else come across the line. Is anyone going to beat Klaus Ludwig? This is Dick Johnson of Australia, 3:35.9. He's ahead of Santal, but not a great time. Alrighty, Gabon 3:33.3, Ricardo Patrese wants a 3:30.3, Juha Kankinen 3:32.3, and now Eugene Tereda goes into 6th, 3:31.4, and now Philippe Alliot for France goes fastest, 3:28.7. What a time from him. John Winter of West Germany going 3:29.4. And then Danny Sullivan 6th with a 3:30.9. We've got Bjorn Waldegaard is 8th with 3:31.2. So we've got 15 drivers have completed lap time. So we're still waiting for 11 more to complete their flying laps. We've got Raboso goes into 5th behind Andrea Cesaris of Italy with a 3:30.044. So we've now got only 8 drivers left. We got Akira Moto goes 3:34.2. Yannick Dalmas goes into 2nd, so we've got both French drivers in the top 2 positions. Alliot leading, and Dalmas in 2nd. We've got a few other drivers come in. Mikola 9th, Stolt is 10th. Michael Eriksson just going past with 3:30.1, and that's everyone across the line, with Pierre Schobert last to third time for Austria with a 3:33.1. I don't know who it is, but whoever it is, I don't see them improving their time positions. Eugene Tereda improves his time, he goes into 12th. Oh, Danny Sullivan goes into 3rd place. He gets ahead of the Western John Winter. The championship contends after his teammate Al-Unser. Al-Unser's in the pits. At the moment, he's currently sitting 8th. There's no way they're going to come back out. There's nowhere near enough time for them to get back out of the track. As Hamakola and Rudy Stoll, they're battling, trying to continue their run. There's someone staying out, trying to find who it is. Morimoto, okay, he's in the pits. Daytase, he's in the pits. Sean Fraser in the pits. Chauvet, oh wow, he's way off in the 2nd sector, so he's not improving his possession, any time or possession. He's going to come in the pits. So we've only got 4 drivers. Is it 4 or 5 drivers on the track? 1, 2, only 4 on the track. So we've got Santal, Johnson, Sullivan, and Tereda still on the track. Sullivan's caught to Tereda. Maybe, but are they going to complete their runs, or are they going to appeal for the pits? I think they're just going to appeal for the pits. I wasn't expecting many to do a second flight lap, but I was still expecting more than only 4 drivers. Sullivan, he's definitely not going to improve his time. I mean, his tires will be shot. Well, he's only 200 down, so he might actually end up being 2nd. So prevent a all French front row for the F2 race. Well, the race for the F2 side of things, because F1 and F2 are racing together here. And then Sullivan trying to get past Tereda, but Tereda's not going to not letting him for sure. Is that Sullivan going to the inside line? Still not able to find his way through the Japanese driver yet. Less than a minute of the clock to go, so time is definitely going to be up by the time they make their way across the line. Now, Santal might actually, if he wanted to, may be able to sneak in another flying lap, but I doubt he'd want to do that. His tires surely would not be able to handle that. But there's Santal now. Oh wow, he is 5 seconds down. I mean, even that, he might still be able to prove his time if he was going to stay out. Nah, I don't think he'd stay out. It would make sense if he stayed out. He stayed out for that lap. And this I Sullivan still trying to get past Terrena. Terrena is being really stubborn with Sullivan here, and they're making way towards the second sector of this track. What is Sullivan's time going to be here? 2:5 to beat. The time is officially up. Sullivan is 3/10 down. He might just, I mean, even if he stayed down, he might just barely improve his time. But here he is coming to the pits. Probably the right decision to just end this run and end this session right here. And that is the end of this session. So, what a result that is. Both French drivers on the front row, so 3 bonus points for Alio and 2 bonus points for Dalmas, with the final bonus point going to Dai Sullivan in 3rd. The 2 West Germans for 4th and 5th, with Andrea Chester 6th, Raboso 7th for Brazil, Alonso takes 8th, Patrese 9th, Hannah McCall rounds off the top 10 in the F2 division, with, I think all the championship contenders are at least in the top 10, apart from Yujiro Tereda, who is down in 12th place. Not a good result for him. So, with that result out of the way, let's move over to the F1 qualifying session before we head over to the grid slot and see where everyone is going to be starting. And here we go. It is the F1 division for qualifying. There are 2 drivers changes going into this round. The 2 being that South Africa has dropped Sarah van der Merwe in place for Graham Duxbury, and we've got Alan Grease who's dropped Neil Krang for Alan Grice for Australia. With Van der Merwe and Krang having good Formulalympic seasons back in 1984, but to have an absolute disastrous 1988 Formulalympic season, South Africa and Australia really needed some change. So they're hoping that Duxbury and Grice can be that change going into this Le Mans race. Anyway, we've got 50 cars since every team is in this. This is most likely probably going to be Portugal's last chance to try and get out of last place and to not be eliminated at the end of the 8th round, which is only 2 rounds away from at this point. Australia, Netherlands, Kenya and Japan are also at risk. They're going out at the end of the 10th and 12th rounds respectively. So they really are in need of a good result here. What can those drivers do here to turn things around? Well, we'll find out soon enough. But right now we've got the qualifying session with all 50 cars. And what's the time going to be? 3:11.1. Conrad 3:12.3. Dave Kennedy 3:12.5. So okay, so we're not actually far off Hymas's time, but got Paulson's next goes through 3:13.6. Ayrton Senna really got to try and bounce back to try defend his title. 3:12.9. Larry Parkins for Australia 3:13.5. As we've got a bunch more drivers about to go across the line. We've got Malcolm Stewart in 5th. Constantinos Postolo is 9th. Louis Slow at the moment with 3:19.0. Boy Rahal 3:12.6, goes into 4th. The man who won the F2 division in the 1984 Formulalympics. There's Eliso Salazar in 11th with Warwick 9th, Celsi in 10th position. John Nielsen goes into 3rd for Denmark. Now Denmark have been kind of struggling a wee bit recently. Joaquim Santos 3:22.2 for Portugal. Ricaldi goes into 2nd with a 3:11.3. Good run there for the Argentine. But it's still Hymas out front. So Hymas leads, Ricaldi 2nd, Philippe Streep 3rd. Costas losses 4th for Greece. Franz Conrad 5th for Austria. John Nielsen 6th. 7th is David Kennedy. Boy Rahal 8th. Blomqvist 9th. And John Jones right off the top 10 as Thierry Bousson goes into 7th. Looking for drivers like Alboreto, Mansell and Berger. I can't see them at the moment. Donka Thyron goes into 3rd for Denmark. As they've got drivers starting to fall off the board because there's too many drivers for it to keep together. Louis Pascal goes into the 10th position with a 3:12.6. There's Alboreto, goes into 4th for the 3:11.8, so just outside the top 3 spots. Just outside the spots for bonus points. And we've got Nigel Mansell, down in 9th position. So that's not gonna, he's not going to be too happy with that. With a 3:12.5. Especially his championship lead, especially his championship rival is 5th, as Adam Prost goes into 2nd with a 3:11.189, so only 600 to a second down. And looking further down, we've got Gerhard Berger down is in 17th position. Okay, so Berger's not going to be happy with that. PK 22nd, Salonen 21st for Finland, and then we got Joachim Mass 23rd, Bernd Schneider 6th. Man, these times are coming in really thick and fast. I'm wondering, are these the last of the drives going through? We've had an incident. Looks like one of the Portuguese drivers has had a spin. Okay, so noticing the board, something had gone wrong. Let's see, 51. Is it Santos? No, it's not. Okay, so it's Rufino Fontes. What happened here? Lock up the brakes. Okay, he spun around. Who is that spun him round? That's the wrong button. Okay, so that is one of the Japanese drivers. Okay, so Hideki Okada locked on the brake. So he not really Okada's fault because Fontes locked on the brakes. He completely slowed them down. Okay, so that's kind of on Fontes there for that error there. Heimer F1 nearly 2 tenths down his fastest time. Is he going to complete that? No, he's going to go to the pit. He's going to peel off to the pits, which I guess is not a bad idea because he's pretty much in a good position. David Kennedy's staying out, it looks like. And David Kennedy goes into 10th. He goes ahead of John Nielsen of Denmark. Someone else going to stay out. Look out, Alboreto is currently staying 5th. So we've got a couple of people staying out. I don't see anyone jumping into the top 26 or improve their times. They're already in there. Berger being on 18th. Mansell is 12th. So not going to do them any favours if they want to catch Alboreto in the Drivers' Championship. But it's definitely going to do Alboreto a huge favour since he's going to try and get early back ahead of the United Kingdom in the Nations Championship. As Alboreto trundling down the second sector of this track. Got a few people staying out. We've got Celsius, the previous time, goes into 27th with 3:13.6. So the Chilean doing not a bad job there for himself. Anyone else going to improve the times and make the way to the top 26? That we'll find out soon enough. We've got 4 minutes left of the session to go. John Jones improves his time. He goes into 7th. He's exactly a second behind his teammate Ledger Kyber, who's still the fastest man on this track, surprisingly. Michele Alboreto coming down to finish the second sector of this track. He's got Salomon Achiever improves his time. He goes into 25th. He's in 25th position. 600 to a second down. Is Alboreto going to get past? He's got clean air now. So Alboreto just needs to finish his run and maybe get second. We'll help him out, get some bonus points. He's going to do one base. He's going to go ahead, so he's the fastest man on the track. So Alboreto is in 1st. Mansell about to finish his run. Wow, he's got a bit of traffic. Okay, there is no way he's going to improve his time. What, 3:12. Nah, okay. Okay, not surprised that he was able to improve his time, especially with all that traffic. We got Pierre Lombardi goes into 11th. Berger 1.7 seconds down. Okay, he's going to peel to the pits. Less than 3 minutes of the session to go. That means Berger essentially is going to end his run because there's no way he's going to be able to get back out there and get a decent time. Well, go back out and complete an outlap in time. few drivers making across the start-finish line, but I don't see time improves. Aaron Senna down 20 as he's not doing very well. His teammate PK 24th. He didn't even improve his time, so he's stuck. He's still in 24th position. He's got a bit of traffic ahead of him, so that'll probably explain why he's struggling. As Aaron Senna's making his way towards the down the second sector, really got a lot to try and improve to try and get, try and defend his title, but this is not really going to help him out here to be down this low on the board. As Aaron Senna making his way down the second sector, what's his time going to be? 2 minutes 57.3, nearly 9 tenths down, not handy at all. He's going to abandon the lap and go to the pits. Anyway, David Kennedy, meanwhile, goes into 6th position. 3:11.9. What a time there from the Irishman. That's going to do Ireland a huge favour for the race for sure. I think he's now got about 1.5 minutes left to go. Oh, we've got a crash. Okay, someone's gone off. So we've had off somewhere. See if we can figure out who that is. What's happened here? Get attention of some. Okay, I'm not being able to see who it is. Who is it? Okay. Oh, Derek Daly. Okay, the other Irishman. Okay, what happened here? Oh, it's 3 wide. Okay, so it's 3. Okay, no one. Okay, so I explained the spin out because he went 3 wide there, and he just. Okay, so they tried to make a move and it did not go. It did not go well for him. Okay, so we've got Alboreto leading the way. We've got Ludwig Heimerth in second. Oh, Bart Rahal has the previous time. He goes into 16th place. We've got less than 1.5 minutes left in the session to go. Could possibly do. He could complete one more run if he wanted to, but I don't think he'd be able to really improve his times. I think he might have to sell for 16th position, probably. As we now got 1 minute left of this session to go. Barger down 19. He's not going to do it. No. I think Blomqvist's going to come across like. Oh, he's nowhere near his fastest time, so he's not improving there. Jochen Mass, West Germany. Oh, John Jones goes into 5th, so he improved his time yet again. He goes into the top 5. So we've now got both Canadians in the top 5 position. That's going to do Canada a huge favour for the race. Maybe even for the nation's competition as well. There's the 2 West Germans battling each other. That's Joachim Mass is 23rd and Bernd Schneider in 8th position. Hopefully they're not going to end up crashing each other out. We've got Stefan Johansson goes into 25th now, gets ahead of Eddie Cheat with 3:13.2 is his time. As the session is about to end, we've got quite a few drivers in the pits, so we've got a few drivers still yet to finish their runs. Nigel Mansell's improved time, goes into 80th. I think he's just made past the line just in time to do one more run if he wanted. I think he will probably. He might end up actually. Well, no, he might as well go for it. Especially one of his rivals, Alboreto, is kind of the fast man on the track, and he's only in 8th place. Let's see. Joachim Mass, 1.5 seconds down. Okay, he's not going to put his time. So he's going to put the pit. So is his teammate Nelson Piquet. Not a good session for him. What is he going to end up in? He's going to prove his time. He goes. Okay, so he's going to be in the 14th position. He gets ahead of John Nielsen. He gets ahead of his teammate Aaron Senna. He's going to be dropping down to 21st place. So still got a bit of a wait for everyone to make their final laps. Well, either complete their final laps or just go to the pit lane. So it's like staying. I think they're going to put the time. I don't see it, so I don't know. But outside the top 27 for sure. I believe Steve is being passed by Ludwig Heimrich. It's been a very, very interesting session here Indeed, especially with those that are towards the front and to the championship contenders. Alboreto in first, racing job for him. Nigel Mansell 8th. We would expect more, but Berger to be 20th. He's going to be very, very disappointed with that. Which is going to mean he's going to be totally up against it, trying to catch Alboreto in the race. As Philip Streep is chasing Ludwig Heinrich. Streep is currently sitting in 10th position. What's his time going to be in the second sector? It's going to be a 258.1. Okay, so he's going to be way off. He's not going to be his personal best anyway, so you might as well peel to the pits. Yeah, fair enough. And we've still got a few drivers yet to complete their runs. There's Franz Kommer as one of them. He's currently 12th with 3:12.3 his fastest time. What's his time going to be in the second sector? Oh, wow, he's going to be... Okay, so he's going to be way off his best for sure, and way off Alboreto's as well. Well, more than 4 seconds down. But he's going to complete his lap anyway, interestingly. I'm not really sure why, because he's nowhere close. Johansson's going to be nowhere close, his best time, but he's going to appeal to the pits anyway. We've still got three cars left to finish the run. One of them is Nigel Mansell here. What's Mansell going to do here in the third sector? He's going to be 1 second down, so he's not going to improve his time at all. Is he going to completely go to the pits? He's going to go into the pits. And I think he may be the last. That may be the last. Maybe the last to finish their run. And that might end up ending the session. And indeed, that's the end of the session. And so Alboreto gets the fastest time here with 3:11.1. Ludwig Heinrich takes second, only 200 to the second down. Alan Prost is third, Ricciardi fourth, John Jones is fifth, Thyra is sixth, Dale Kennedy seventh, Nigel Mansell eighth, Bernstein ninth, Philip Street rounds off your top 10. So Nigel Mansell will be okay with eighth. Not a good session for Gerhard Berger, one of the 3 drivers in championship contention at the moment, in 20th. As we look further down the board, we've got the 2 Portuguese drivers, the 2 slowest, 3:21 and 3:22, so 10 and 11.5 seconds slower than the pole time. So what's that going to do for the grid positions? Well, without further ado, let's get to the grid slot and see where everyone is going to be stacking up. And here we go, onto the grid with Alboreto and Heinrich Jr. on the front row. Third is Alan Prost, with Carlo taking an impressive 4 for Argentina. Row 3, John Jones and Thorkild Theiring of Denmark. Next is David Kennedy and Nigel Mansell. Row 4, wrap the top 10, Bernstein and Philippe Streif of France. 11th, Kostos of Greece, Franz Conrad is 12th for Austria. Next is Lombardi and Piquet on row 7. 15th, John Nielsen, Thierry Boutsen is 16th, 17th, Boy Rahal, Louis Persaz 18th, around the top 20, Stig Blomqvist and Gerhard Berger of Austria. 21st is Senna, alongside him is Jan Laus of the Netherlands. Timo Salonen and Joachim Mass are on row 12, row 13, Stefan Johansson and Eddie Chi with the United States. 27th is Malcolm Stewart, 28th is Larry Parkins, with Foshi and Celsi round the top 30 positions. Next is Possum and Dodone on row 16. 33rd is Apostle with Derek Ward down 34th. 35th, Carlos Sainz. Alongside him is Antoine Solomon, Switzerland. Mike Kirkland and Acada on row 19. And throughout the top 40, Duxbury and Alan Grice. 41st is Derek Daly. 42nd, Alessandro Nini. Row 22, Lewandijk and Yanni Yama. Next is Alicia Salza and Ari Vatten on row 23, with Ian Duncan and Leroy on row 24, and the last of the F1 drivers, the 2 Portuguese drivers on row 25. Row 26, the top F2 drivers, Alio and Yannick Dalmas, with Sullivan and Winter row 27. Row 28, Klaus Ludwig and Andre De Cesaris, followed by Rob Bothel and Al Unser Jr. Next is Ricardo Patrese and Hannah Mikola, followed by Rui Stoll and Yujiro Tereda of Japan. Row 32, Mikael Eriksson and Joy Dumfries, with Waldegard and Brundle behind them. Next up, row 34, Juha Kankkunen and Pierre Schobe of Austria. Pascal Gabon and Jean-Pierre Freys, row 35, followed by Sancho Sala and Morimoto, with Didier Tays and Barry Santaro, row 37. And at the back of the grid, the 2 F2 Australian drivers of Dick Johnson and John Bowe. So going to this round with the F2 division wise, France did really well to lock up the front row for the F2 drivers. In the F1 division, this is not looking too good for Mansell or Gerhard Berger based on where Alboreto is, which is pole position. Can they claw something out of this race? Without further ado, let's get into the F1 and F2 race together right now. And here we go, it is the race here at Le Mans with Michele Alboreto on the front row, with Ludwig Heinrich, with Alan Prost and Jorge Ricciardi locking at the second row. Going to this race for the F1 division, Alboreto leads the way by 7 points over Nigel Mansell, who will be starting this race in 8th position. And Gerhard Berger is third in the overall standings, 13 points behind Michele Alboreto, and Berger is starting all the way down in 20th. In the F2 division, we go down to 51st. The two French drivers, Avalio Dallas, are on the front row, with Dali Sullivan 53rd and John Winter 54th. Leading the way in the charity standings is Al Unser, who will be starting this race 58th overall, with second place being technically Philip Streif, but Dali Sullivan is tying for second in the F2 standings. Dali Sullivan is starting 53rd overall. Who's going to win this race? Well, let's jump into this race and we'll find out together. Now, the board is probably not going to be working too well. Okay, so the board doesn't really work with here, so we're not going to see who's going to lead the way. And we are off, and we're lucky the count board on with Michele Alboreto. It looks like a pretty good start from him as well as they're making their way towards the first corner. 76 cars in total, 15 in F1 and 26 in F2, and Ludwig Heinrich has seen himself into the lead of this race already. We're waiting for the board to update. Well, hopefully the board is going to update and show us. So, yes, Heinrich leads, Alboreto second, Prost third, John Jones is fourth for Canada, Ricciardi is fifth, Thorken Thyring sixth, Mansell goes into seventh, David Kennedy eighth, Philip Streif is ninth, and Franz Conrad is in top 10. So we've got Nelson Piquet getting past Pierre-Alain Lombardi for 12th position. Let's get that Formulalympic car back to the pits before it's all too late. And here we go, coming down to the main straight. Heinrich lead the way by nearly a second, but will Alboreto get that slipstream to keep up with the Canadian? There's quite a lot of drama. There's a lot going on here. Where is Gerhard Berger? Gerhard Berger is 21st, so focus on him for a wee bit. Lots of slipstream, lots of potential overtakes, lots of potential disasters on the way. But it looks like everyone has currently made through safely, which is important. We've got Bernstein getting past Connor for 10th, Louis Pascal passing Loss for 14th, Malcolm Stewart getting past Joachim Mass for 25th. There's a lot of cars in the game to try and take as we've got Alboreto right behind Ludwig Heinrich, trying to see if we can get past him to retake the lead of this race. As PK is battling with Comrade now for 11th position. As Gerhard Berger has got past Timo Salonen for 19th place. So Berger is trying to it's got a lot of ground to make up for the championship indeed. It's Nigel Mansell, same story for him in 7th position. Try to find the best camera. There's not many good cameras to work with, which is a bit unfortunate, but that's just how it's going to work. And we've got an incident already with John Nielsen. Well, something went wrong with Nielsen, but he's on the move. We'll get a replay of Nielsen, see what happened there. Well, Nielsen was 17th. Okay, coming down to we've got Thierry Boutsen and Bobby Rahal, is that? Okay, we got a big spin there. Okay, let's see what happened here. So was it just too tight? So Rahal, Boutsen covered the right hander. Yeah, it was always going to be difficult with 3 wide. Okay, so Nielsen is able to get around, is able to keep going, but he's lost a lot of possessions because of that. I don't think anyone else has had an incident, or at least can't according to the map. As Alboreto has got past Heinrich to lead the race. There's John Jones and Alan Prost right behind him as well. So Ricciardi and Thyring are quite close as well. So it's pretty tight. It's quite tight in the top 5 positions. Well, it's very, very tightly contested. I mean, we've got the 2 Canadians, John Jones and Heinrich, battling for second now. As Alboreto going to try and pull away, as Alan Prost is going to have to try and figure out how to get past the 2 Canadian drivers. What can Alan Prost do here? I'm not really too sure. It's going to be quite difficult to get past Jones and Heinrich. As Alboreto not really able to pull away from the two drivers. Meanwhile, Mansell, a bit of a trouble there, dropping down to 9th because of Philip Strafe trying to get involved. Gerhard Berger is 18th at the moment, trying to chase down Boutsen for 17th. Now we're coming around the final corner. We're going to start the second lap of this race. Quite a lot going on here. Dropping down to Mansell, he's got past Philip Strafe for 8th. Berger, meanwhile, right behind Boutsen, trying to get past for 17th position. I can't really tell you what's going on in the F2 division because there's too many cars on the board and we can only see the top 27 places. But Berger tried his best to fight his way past Boutsen, but not able to do so, which is going to cost him time as Alboreto taking this chance to pull away from the field. As Berger's got past Boutsen made the pass on Boutsen, he's now got Stig Blomqvist, so it's going to be 3 wide here. Oh, hopefully that's not going to end in disaster. They're coming right to the chicane. Oh, they get through safely, it looks like, but it's very, very ambitious to try and do 3 wide. And here we go, coming to the hairpin. Ricciardi getting past Prost for 4th position. But Prost looks like he might get the position back off the Argentine. Looking further down the field, John Nielsen's dropping like a stone. So Nielsen, I think the damage, whatever damage Nielsen's had, it's affecting him quite a bit because he is really, really struggling here. I mean, look at the map. I don't see anyone outside the top 27 positions. Cars have stopped or crashed or anything like that. But Alboreto has got John Jones right behind him. So John Jones is putting Alboreto under a bit of pressure, though. This is for the lead of the race. I'm looking further down the field. Look at the championship contenders. Berger's still 17th. Mansell is still in 8th. But Alboreto under a bit of trouble there from the Canadian. Can John Jones find his way through and take the lead? Going for the inside line. I think John Jones may have just snuck in it. Yes, he has. John Jones has now taken the lead of this race. And here we go, coming around to start lap number 3. John Jones 3:13.8 is his time. Don't think anyone's going to come close to being that time. Looking out for Berger. Okay, 3:15.5 is his time. Okay, so John Jones is the fastest man on the track at the moment. Alboreto getting the slipstream on John Jones. Trying to time his moment when to try and make the move and retake his lead. However, Ricciardi putting Alboreto under a lot of pressure. This is for 4th position. Ricciardi and Prost are battling hard. Meanwhile, manager Mansell battling for making his way to 6th. And Nigel Mansell does make the pass, but that seems a little bit on the perilous side, in my opinion. As Nigel Mansell's trying to get past Dave Kennedy, as Kennedy once again makes the pass on him. Here we go. Oh, we've got an incident. Okay, we've gone off. PK and Thiring have gone off. Okay, alright, we've got 3 drivers that have gone off. Okay, so try and see the board. Okay, try to make sense of the board if it's going to let me. Go aboard with PK. There's Bernd Schneider from. Okay, a bit far back. Coming toward Thorkin Thiring, coming towards the chicane. Oh, there's 3. Oh, it's going to be 4 wide. Okay, oh, this is a disaster waiting to happen. Yeah. So Schneider's off, Lombardi's off, PK. Looks like he can keep going. Thiring is on the wall. Where's Lombardi? So Lombardi's facing that way. Schneider's that way. I think Schneider and Thiring may be out, but I think Lombardi and PK will keep going. Okay, something like that was bound to happen at some point in this race, but that's them topping out there. Thiring is out of the race. Bernd Schneider is out. Is it just those 2 drivers? Okay, I think PK and the bar is still going, but oh my word, that's a bit of a disaster right there. As Ricciardi and Alan Prost continue battling hard for 4th place. Meanwhile, this Garbarga is up until 11 thanks to that incident. Right behind his teammate Franz Conrad. What about Mansell? Mansell in 6. He's got Ricciardi. Oh, Antoine Solomon is out. Okay, what happened to Solomon? Car 36. Okay, so alright, where is Solomon? Okay, Solomon. Okay, same. Let's look at the same corner. What we got here? He was 33rd in this race, so he's outside the top 27 spots. Okay, so I got behind. He's got Jose Celsi and Larry Parkins. Okay, 3 wide. Okay. Looks okay at the moment. Parkins turns it around. Well, Parkins was in the Parkins didn't really have anywhere to go, to be fair. Oh, right into Alan Grice. Okay, that was a little bit silly from Solomon's part there. I don't know if, hopefully Parkins can continue. I'll be surprised if he's out. Okay, so the incident, so we're having a few incidents here. There's no way Parkins can't continue. If he retires, I'll be baffled from that about that. Meanwhile, Prost and McCallie continue battling hard for 4th, as Alboreto is still chasing after John Jones. As John Jones was passing, Lombardi's out of the race. Okay, so the other Swissman's out. I thought Lombardi could continue, but I guess he couldn't. Okay. Didn't think the damage he would have sustained would be that bad, but everything wrong. So Garbarga, there he is, intense. He's in the points. He's ahead of his teammate Franz Conrad. Oh, so Nigel Mansell might try to get the move on Ricciardi, or Prost is going to try to make the move on Ludwig Heinrich. And here goes Nigel Mansell. He's in the inside line, and Prost trying to get the inside line of Heinrich. Okay, Prost has got past Heinrich. Is Ricciardi going to get past? No, he's not going to get past Ricciardi. Well, that was quite a brave move there from the Brits. As we're on lap 4 of 15, we had quite a few incidents already. Looking for the field, going towards the end of the fast section of the track. There's Alan Prost diving in 3rd, trying to get past Heinrich, but Heinrich is not going to let him get away that easily. But I think Prost has finally managed to make the move stick, as Nigel Mansell has got past Jorge Ricciardi for 5th now, but Ricciardi is still right behind him. Can still try and snag that position back off of him if possible. Really trying to continue Berger. He's still in 10th. He's got about 3 seconds to make up to catch the Spaniard of Louis Sala. As Ricciardi has got that position back off Mansell, so he wasn't able to hold to that position for very long. There's Alboreto, still right behind John Jones, eager to try and find his way past. Just not able to do that at the moment. As we're on to lap number 5 of 15 now. John Jones in the fastest lap, 3:13.5, not 1:13, 3:13. I mean, they're going that fast, but not that fast. As Mansell is under a bit of pressure from Philippe Streiff now, the other Frenchman in this race, in the F1 division. And Nigel Mansell try and push hard, and Streiff try to get himself involved somehow. But he's now got David Kennedy that's putting a bit of pressure on him, and David Kennedy's in fact got past him for 7th. Ricciardi and Mansell continue to tussle for 5th place. If Nigel Mansell is going to switch to Ricciardi, surely he'll get that position off the Argentine. As David Kennedy's right behind him, he's going to try and get himself fall somehow. And so is Louis Sala. He's pretty much in the mix of things as well. It's going to be quite a feisty battle we're going to have for essentially 5th position. As we're going to go 3 wide here, so that might put some drivers at risk of... Okay, this could go really well, very badly. They're coming around to this corner. Is everyone through safely? It looks like Kennedy's lost out quite a bit there. That's going to help Philippe Streiff get past him. Oh, well, I thought it would be anyway. As I come out to the hairpin, Ricaldi goes through, can try and get past Mansell, and I think he might have done so. And looks like Mansell is going to win out and hang on to 5th position. Is John just going to do Beast faster time? But Alboreto beats him with a 3:13.0. 2 times faster than John Jones in that last lap. And Prosper is 3:14. But Ricaldi is right there and getting ready to strike again. As Nigel Mansell's going to pass Ludwig Heimer for 4th. And Berger, meanwhile, finding his way to 8th, getting past, trying to get past Darren Kennedy, but Kennedy's not having any of it, it looks like. As we're coming down towards the hairpin. What can happen here? With Berger, missed all of it. And Gerhard Berger, so looks like he'll win out and take 8th. Yes, he's gone and done so. I think they've, okay, so the F2 drive, okay, they've come to the pits. So we've got F2 drivers in the pits now. Alboreto, fastest man, 3:12.9. Oh, got someone coming out of the pits now. Hope that's not going to cause too much drama. Now, who is that? I'm going to find out. Dick Johnson, who is 69th overall. He's gone between the two drivers. That's going to help out John Jones. Ayrton Senna, the fast man on the track. He's sitting 13th. So I think Ayrton Senna is coming alive in this race. But he's still got quite a bit of ground to make his quick catch up to his teammate, which is PK sitting in 12th place. So now we've got back markers coming into play here as Alboreto has now lapped the Australian. Meanwhile we've got Prost lapping another driver, that is Pascal Gabon of Belgium, who's sitting in 70th position. One of the F2 Brits has been lapped. It's either Brundle or Joy Dumfries, I'm not sure it was, I didn't catch the name in time. But John Jones having a 3-second gap over Alboreto now, thanks to the F2 driver of Dick Johnson. So we'll go forward. Oh, that's the screenshot, that's, no, wrong button. You think I memorised the buttons in this game, but no, apparently not. So here we go, let's see who John Jones is right behind. That is Pierre Chauvet of Austria that he's about to lap in 68th position. Oh! Did John Jones just push Chauvet off the road? Okay, that was that a bit of dirty driving there from Chauvet, or no, not Chauvet, John Jones, or was that an error? Okay, the board's incredibly messed up. Okay, let's get on board with John Jones. See what happened here. Okay, I think John Jones has completely mistimed his braking, but even then, that's probably going to be under investigation because that was quite a bit of dirty driving there from John Jones. That might end up getting him penalised for that. Okay, we'll find out at the end of the race what's going to happen to John Jones here. But anyway, we're on lap 7 of 15. John Jones leads the way. Alboreto a second. Oh, we've got an incident with Warwick. Okay, so what's happened to David Warwick? I only just caught that before his name disappeared off the board. So he's in 27th. Any of the F2 drivers in Monza? No. Okay, so we've got Malcolm Stewart, Eddie Cheever here. Oh, this is going to be 3 wide, isn't it? Okay, so Cheever's off, Stewart is off, and Warwick is off. Where is Malcolm Stewart in the... Okay, I don't know what to Malcolm Stewart. Warwick should be able to get back on the road. Cheever should be able to as well, but I imagine he's going to have quite a bit of damage. Okay, let's try and find Stewart. We'll have to him. Oh, he's able to keep going, but... Okay, but 3 wide, yeah, always a very always a grey area to do. So Eddie Cheever's out. Okay, so Eddie Cheever and Derek Walker definitely out of the race. So Malcolm Stewart's able to keep going. It's in 24th position. As Nelson Piquet getting past the Boy Alpha 10th position. Oh, quite feisty here. Got F2 drivers amongst them as well. Okay, that's gonna probably cause a bit of drama, maybe, or then we're gonna get through safely. Hopefully everyone gets through safely. Okay, oh, it's very, very tight here for sure. I'm not gonna lie, it's making kind of nervous seeing all this unfolding. Yes, so the base gainer amongst those in the top 27, it is Carlos Sainz. Okay, so he started 35th, he's made his way into 18th position, so good on Carlos Sainz. The next base gainer is Possum from 31st to 15th. And then Alan Grace's debut from 40th to 27th, Garrett Bauer from 20th to 7th. The biggest loser in this group is Conrad going from 12th to 21st, and John Nielsen from 15th to 22nd. Okay, good to know. Okay, John Jones is staying out, Alboreto is staying out, I think Prost is going to stay out as well. Yeah. Fair enough, as John Jones got past, they'll be doing a taste, he's just going lap. Alboreto 312.9, which is about 4 times faster. But oh, Alan Prost goes even faster with a 312.7. Nigel Mansell goes faster. So fast lap going to Nigel Mansell at the moment, sitting in 4th place. Oh, Garrett Berger got 312.3, he goes even faster. Okay, so the fast lap times are coming in second fast now on this lap. Berger still 4 seconds to try and catch Philly Street for 6. John Jones has got some of the back markers now to deal with. John Jones really well caught in the F2 drivers, and so has Alboreto. That's going to slow him down quite a bit. As we got a bit of we got 3 wide here, but they're going to get through safely, thankfully. But oh man, when they go 3 wide, always makes me anxious to always think something's going to go horribly wrong. And we've had that go horribly wrong already in this race. As here comes John Jones going towards the start finish line. Is he going to pit this lap? Yes, he is. And one of the F2 drivers as well, but Alboreto's going to stay out, so he's going to take the lead in the race. Prost going to the pits. Oh, he's pushing Mauricio Sala. Oh, impatiently wanting to keep going. Mansell's going to stay out as well. Streif is staying out. Oh, locking up the brakes there. Okay, so where will Jones and Prost come out? Heinrich is coming in the pits as well. Okay, taking a bit of time in the pits. Okay, so we've got quite a few drivers pitting, and we've got quite a few drivers staying out. Jones is taking his time in the pits. Heinrich there as well. Ricciardo's in as well. Okay, got F2 drivers leaving the pits, but the F1 drivers are still in. Okay, they're really oh well, so there's quite a lot staying out for another lap, but on the move. They're on the move. Oh, Dalmas is out of the race. Okay, what happened to Dalmas? Okay, there's Dalmas. Why is he out of the race? What happened to him? Can't see him. Okay, so he's on the move. There's past Gabon. Going towards the end of the fast section. Oh, he clips Malcolm Stewart. Trying to get together. Oh, he hits Malcolm Stewart again, and that's okay. Oh, that's really unfortunate for Dalmas. So that's the end of Dallas out of the race. Okay, so back to the front. So Alboreto has stayed out. So it's Mansell, Streif. Quite a few drivers have stayed out. But will that help them, or will that? Well, will that help them out in this race, or will it not? John Jones, he's down. Got 57 seconds to try and catch up to Alboreto, but can he do it? I'm not sure. As we're on lap 10 of 15 now. So we're getting closer and closer towards the end of this race. But can the championship leader come in and come out in the lead of this race, or will John Jones or someone else find their way in front? He's got a 6-second advantage over Mansell going in this context. Looking further down, Berger who's also stayed out. He's in 4th. He's 10.5 seconds down in the championship leader. In fact, all 3 championship leaders stayed out. It's going to be I'm very intrigued to see where this is going to end up going. As Alboretto's got past another back marker that is beyond Waldegard of Sweden. They're about to come into Kenny's just got past 7 for 7th, by the way. As we're getting closer towards Alboreto finishing lap 10 and most certainly coming into the pits on this lap. And here comes Alboreto. Going to come in for sure. Go on board with him. And here we go, coming into the pits. Where's John Jones? Okay, coming towards the end of the fast section of this track. It's got quite a lot of traffic ahead of him actually. That's probably not going to help him out. As Mansell's coming to the pits as well. Here goes Alboreto, take a slot, yes, in the pits now. Mansell's coming in, Streif is in. Oh, can Alboreto come out as the leader, or will someone else take it off of him? Okay, Alboreto's on the move. I think he's going to come out in the overall leader. Yes, he is. Oh, PK! So PK stayed out. Did PK pit this lap, or is he... Hang on, did he pit? No, progress. Oh, PK had pitted! Oh, okay, so PK nearly stole the lead off Alboreto. Oh, wow, that's going to be amazing. That'll be a great result for Brazil, and you really need a good result since they've been struggling, kind of, in the season. Joy Dumfries is out of the race. Okay, so Dumfries is out. Okay, why is Dumfries out? Okay, 59th. That's John Jones. So coming towards the end of this lap. So John Jones, this is when John Jones is coming to the pits. Oh! Oh my goodness! What on earth has happened here? Oh my word, that... Okay, what on earth had caused this to happen? This is... Okay, I knew something bad must have happened, but that's not bad. That's just pure chaos. What on earth set this off? Okay, so John Jones just laps him. Let's come to the pits. There is Malcolm Stewart. Malcolm Stewart's been... I think he's trying to get in the pits, and... So, goes right to the Postolo, into Grice, the Doe, the Nini. Okay, this is that's Kirkland Celsius. Oh wow! So loads of drivers are caught out in this drama. Celsius goes for another spin. Oh my goodness! And that's Dumfries out of the race. No wonder. I mean, hopefully everyone's okay, but. I'm gonna have to take this step by step to figure out what on earth was good. So Malcolm Stewart trying to go to the pits. Dumfries is in the Dumfries was in the way, and Malcolm Stewart tries to get past him. Ends up sending Dumfries in the wall. Boots and Ricciardo get caught out. Tries to go back on. Apostle's there. Then Grice is there. Then the Doan. Well, Grice goes airborne because the Doan hitting him. And the Nini hitting Dumfries. Oh my goodness. And then Okada and Chelsea get caught up. Kirkland and Derek Daly do as well. Yama getting past them all. And Chelsea, Kirkland turn around to bring back the pets. Then Alio comes in and ends up smacking Chelsea. Okay, wow, that was a very, very dramatic turn of events. This is going to take a while for me to process all that because, oh my god, that was probably one of the most chaotic incidents we've had in Formulalympic history. Because I am not exactly sure how to break all that down. So Kirkland's out, Zidon's out, Duxbury's out. Oh man, so quite a few drugs going out of this race. Oh, jeez, man. Jose Celsi's out, yeah. Okay, is anyone else out? I'll be surprised if there's not more people have crashed out because of this. Whatever on earth that we've just witnessed. Okay, Jeez, try to get back track of this. Okay, so PK right behind Alboreto, fighting for the lead of this race. Now can PK fight his way through and take the lead? Well, he's going for it, coming down to the hairpin. And PK is not able to do it this time round. So Alboreto leads, PK second, Prost is third, John Jones is in fourth, Possum fifth. 6th is Ludwig Heinrich, Ricaldi 7th, Malcolm Stewart 8th for New Zealand, George Foshi 9th for South Africa, and Postolo rounds the top 10 for Greece. So good results what they needed. Good results what they needed. They're probably going to get good results. PK has found his way past Alboreto, so PK takes the lead of this race. Wide there, but Alboreto, he's coming back for more as we're getting closer towards lap number 12 of 15. So who's the biggest gainer loser here? I think it's going to be something. Oh, no, try and find the progress. Who's the biggest gainer loser here? And the biggest gainer in this race, it is, oh wow, look at these gains. Alessandro Nannini 14th, he started in 42nd. So that's a big gain. Akio Morimoto is out of the race. Okay, another retirement. Now find out what happened to Morimoto then. Okay, where is Morimoto? Okay. Oh! And he got okay, carry the pets, but Tio Salonen is waiting around him. Okay, so Tio Salonen could be a bit of a baller for that, because that was a little bit unnecessary. No, that was unnecessary. Okay, so Salonen, what on earth was that about, man? Going to lap 12, Delta PK 3:10.9, sets the fastest lap of the race. Oh, quite a margin really to set the fastest lap. So we're on lap 12. We've got nearly a 20-second gap between them and Alan Prost, who's sitting in third. Well, I was going to say comfortably in third, not really comfortably in third, because he's got John Jones right behind him. And now we've got a battle for the final podium spot in third. John Jones and Alan Prost pushing hard for third. We don't have any other drive cars to deal with. Don't have any F2, F1 cars to deal with. The mode going into this corner. But who's going to win out of this? It's going to be John Jones here. So John Jones stays into third. Of course, he's got a penalty from pushing off Chauvet earlier. We're not going to find to the end of the race what that penalty is. John Winter is out of the race. Okay, what's happened to John Winter? Okay, John Winter. Oh God. Oh, Alio's. Okay, so something's happened to him and Alio. So, John Winter, what happened here? Tio Salonen right next to him. Okay, bit of contact there. Nice. Well, he spun off, but he should still. I don't see how he can continue. How he's not able to continue, but okay, that is John Winter on the waist. I guess Tio Salonen the better than doubt there. It's not like what happened to what he did with Salonen, which is a bit ridiculous on the ridiculous side. So Saladin's under investigation for the Saladin incident. He won't be under investigation for the Winter incident. That was clearly just got caught up there. As Alboreto cuts 7/10 of a second down on PK's time. So it's going to be a long battle to the end. Going to be a feisty battle towards the end of the race. The same with Prost and Jones, I imagine. Look, they've got one of the F2 drivers in front of them we've got to deal with. That's Bjorn Waldegard of Sweden. John Jones was 6/10 faster, but it's possible was another 6/10 faster. So Paulson's closing in on Jones and Prost. Maybe he might have a late charge for himself and for New Zealand. Oh, lock of the brake list. I saw something had gone horribly wrong there, but Prost goes around and laps Waldegard. Jones follows suit. But he's got David Kennedy, but it's going to be a fight. But it's going to be quite a difficult fight for that last point, especially when we've got David Kennedy right behind him. Meanwhile, Nelson Piquet and Alboreto switching places once again as they come towards the hairpin. And it's going to be Piquet going to retake that position again. So it's going to be a lot of back. So there's going to be so much back and forth. So the rest of the race looks like it's going to be the same story with Jones and Prost. And there goes Jones and Prost, and who's going to win out of this? It's going to be John Jones that's going to win out on that fight. But Piquet's going to swoop into the lead of the race, really try to get past Alio, and put a bit of a gap between him and Alboreto to try and solidify this possible win here at Le Mans. But I think he'll be able to do that though. Oh, I'm not really sure. It's going to be close. Well. So, is that three? Well, that's three wide there, maybe, but Piquet is managed to get past. So is Alboreto, but now I've got the other driver to get past. That's Alonso. He's going to have to try and get past. Alonso, the championship leader in the F2 division. Oh man, they're going to get quite feisty here between them. Piquet trying to get to the inside of Alonso. Yeah, looks like he's managed to fight his way through, but so is Piquet. Okay, so Piquet's through. What about Alboreto? Ooh. Where's the other FC drive's gone? Okay, they may have gone to the pits. But this is now the final lap of this race. 4/10 of a second. Oh, someone just cut the pits. Oh, he got in between Piquet and Alboreto. Oh, I think just like that, I think the race may have just been. This may have just decided that the win is going to go to Nelson Piquet. Oh, that's very unfortunate for the championship leader, but his championship rivals Mansell and Berger are nowhere near them. I don't know where Mansell. I don't think Mansell's in the. I think Mansell's still in the race, but he's not in the top 27 anymore. Gerhard Berger's down 26. Something must have gone wrong in the pit stops, which has sent him all the way down the order. Oh, but Alboreto seems to have caught the slipstream of Piquet, so it's not over. It's not quite over yet for Alboreto to try and take this win. But it's going to be quite close for sure. Looking further down the field, got a few late overtakes outside the top 10. So making way towards the second chicane off this long straight. Oh, it's quite intense watching on. But what's going to happen here? As they're about to make their way towards the hairpin, it could end up deciding everything. Alboreto's still right behind Nelson Piquet. But we've got the bat marker. This will be Martin Brundle because Joey Dumfries is out of the race. Now Brown going for the inside line. Piquet staying on the outside. Who's going to get ahead? Oh, it's going to be hard to tell. Oh, it's going to be Piquet. It's going to just hang on to the lead. But they've got to try and lap Martin Brundle here. Brundle, oh, cutting off Piquet there. Oh, Nigel Mansell is out of the race. Okay, before we see the rest of that, what's happened to Nigel Mansell? Okay, so we've got one championship contender that's out. Nigel Mansell, 44th. Okay, so Nigel Mansell's had a huge nightmare scenario. Go on the outside line. Oh, okay, went wide and clips Ari Lewandijk. Okay, so that, oh man, this is just really things really have gone horrible for went south for Nigel Mansell at race. I made a mistake. He ended up gets caught out by Ari Lewandijk. So not Lewandijk's fault. It was President Nigel Mansell's own mistake that put him out of the race. Oh, but what a race this is! And PK unable to get past Brundle. I think PK has finally secured a win here at Le Mans. Oh, definitely, because Alboreto's dropping quite a bit back. I think Alboreto knows that he's knows when he's been defeated. But at the end of the day, Alboreto's two rivals are going to get no points. Berger's 26, Mansell is out. So 18 points for Alboreto compared to their nothing. That's still going to help him out as Nelson Piquet just got a couple of chicanes left to go, and Nelson Piquet is going to win here at Le Mans. So there it is, Nelson Piquet comes across the line and takes the win here at Le Mans. And Alboreto, locked up quite there, but he should still be happy with second, especially for the sake of the championship. And John Jones, even despite the penalty that might end up coming his way, he's going to take third for now, but it might end up having to give up that podium to Alain Prost. Prost takes fourth, Possum fifth, Heinrich sixth, as we wait for everyone else to make the way across the finish line. And there we go, that's everyone across the finish line. Nelson Piquet taking the win by 6.4 seconds over Michele Alboreto. John Jones is currently third in the mode, but we'll find out what his penalty is once we go to the leaderboard. Alain Prost may end up getting third place, and he's currently fourth positionally. Possum fifth for New Zealand. A very good race for New Zealand in general, as well for Canada. Heinrich sixth, Stewart seventh, Jorge Recalde 4 more points for Argentina in eighth. George Foshee takes ninth for South Africa. David Kenny gets the final point for Ireland in 10th. Further down we got Apostolo just missing out in 11th, Carlos Sainz 12th, Streef 13th, 4th is Boy Rahul, Alessandro Nini's 15th, John Nielsen takes 16th, Louis Parassal 17th, Derek Daly 18th, Yaman Yaman 19th, and Ayrton Senna will be very disappointed being all the way down 20th throughout the top 20 positions. Joachim Massa 21st, Alicia Salazar 22nd for Chile, Johansson 23rd for Sweden, Jan Laus 24th for the Netherlands, Ari Vatanen is 25th, there's Gerhard Berger will be devastated to be all the way down 26th, Thierry Brisson 27th, Theo Sutherland also provisionally 28th, but he's got a penalty to be applied. Blomqvist 29th, Okada is 30th. There's Ian Duncan 31st, 32nd is Portugal with Fontes, Lewandijk is 33rd for the Netherlands, Kostlos 34th, Conrad 35th, Leroy 36th, 37th is Australia, and Joaquim Santos seems to be the last F1 driver to finish. Mikael Eriksson is the winner of the F2 race, with Adrian Chesners in second. In third, Raul Boesel of Brazil, with Alan Grice. In fact, the top three finishes beat two F1 drivers, Alan Grice and Mike Kirkland. So Mike Kirkland and Grice were lapped down and were behind three F2 drivers. Now that's something I didn't think we were going to see. There's Waldegaard, Sandra Sala, Frey, Taze, Stoll, Patrese, and Gabon to have the top 50. And further down, Ludwig, McCullough, Tereda, Sullivan, Bowen, Johnson. They weren't the last finishes. Brando Kankin and Santo finished, but they were a lap behind, it looks like. Mansell is not a class 5 finisher because he's only completed 13 of 15 laps. Alonso and Alio have finished as well, but oh man, they've had a disastrous race, it looks like. And the long class, and these are the other non-finishers: Dudon, Southey, Duxbury, Morimoto, Winter, Dumfries, Dalmas, Cheever, Warwick, Chauvet, Thiering, Schneider, and the two Swiss drivers. Okay, so with those results out of the way, let's now move over to the Championship South and try and make sense of everything that we've just seen here. Despite just barely missing out on the win, Alboreto's second place finish has helped him extend the lead between Mansell and Berger thanks to their misfortunes of one DNFing and one being only in 26th position, with the gap now 25 points separating Mansell and Alboreto. Meanwhile, Nelson Piquet's win helps him go into the top 5, sitting on 35 points, which is 10 fewer than the person that is classified in third, which is Alain Prost. And we're to the other side of the F1 board for the first time this season, and as you can see, there are 51 drivers that have finished at least one race, and it is at least a classified driver. Meanwhile, we've got, I believe, 10 or 11 drivers that have never qualified or finished a race unless they are currently not classified. Among them, Pian Lombardi. Going over to the F2 division, and Mikael Eriksson's victory has helped him go into the lead of the Drivers' Championship ahead of Al Unser and Danny Sullivan, who were the two championship contenders, and neither of them scored a point, apart from Sullivan's 1 point for qualifying third. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, Andrew Chesers goes into the top 10 thanks to his second place finish, and Ralph Boesel getting a good third place finish in Le Mans, helping him get into the top 20. And last but not least, looking at the nations competition, and Italy finishing second puts them 18 points ahead of second place, which is the United Kingdom, as neither drivers finish. Brazil's first win of the season puts them into the top 3 positions, sitting on 57 points. And on the other side of the spectrum, Portugal have now pushed Australia into 25th, and thus Australia are now the team that are at risk of elimination at the end of the 8th round. With 2 races to go, can Australia push Portugal back down, or will it be the end of Australia instead of Portugal? So, on to my final thoughts. Well, my final thought is I cannot believe Portugal has seen themselves out of the bottom position at the end of this round. With how much they've struggled this season, I was expecting to be easily eliminated at the end of the 8th round, and yet it's now Australia that sees themselves in danger of elimination at the end of the 8th round. Is it too late for Australia? Can they somehow get Portugal back down there, or can they get someone else back down there? We'll find out soon enough, but Alboreto's well-deserved victory has helped him have a huge margin over the rest of the competition in the championship. It's the sign that Italy are going to win the nations competition, and will Alboreto be drivers' champion? Well, we're going to head over to the 7th round of the season, and I look forward to seeing it along with you, so see you over there.